Hi, I'm Ryan, and welcome to my coding bootcamp journey. In this series, I will share my experiences as I learned to code through Flatiron School's web development program. If you do know anyone that would enjoy this series, please send them to the link at the bottom of your screen. So, what's new this week? I've reached the bare minimum to actually start the cohort, so I still have like 8 labs to go yet. But I've reached the point at which they will allow me to start the class. So I'm still gonna work through them. I mean, there's no half measures with me. So. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to cry a river if I don't reach exactly 100% completion. But I'll still continue to work through the labs that I still have to get, but all the pressure's off. So yeah, that's what's been going on this week. Now, as far as my struggles, this the big one for me involved using splat operator, which uh, allows you to take in like multiple entries for a single variable, and I was getting all of them to all of my tests to pass except for the one that where you could take in multiple variables, and my issue wasn't with the splat operator necessarily. I mean, I was well, I mean, I found a number of things online that gave some good information about it, but it didn't quite click. So I did a screen share with an instructor, and I yeah, a lot of stuff that I struggle with. Usually, it's because of something small, and the I had to. I needed a fresh set of eyes to point out that I needed to reverse variables on a method that I was calling. So I was using the include method to find a certain, to for as a conditional to for it to do a certain action, and the variables needed to be reversed. So I was calling the method on the wrong data type, and so yeah, you uh, so it was my struggle wasn't again with the splat operator. I mean, it was just, it's not it's not that much of a it's not complicated nor complex. Just needed a fresh set of eyes to tell me, hey, I think you're calling this method on the wrong thing. so just so yeah, small stuff like that. Yeah, what were my victories this week? So as I was working through the nested hashes, what I was doing, I was using an interact IRB, which is interactive Ruby shell, where you just put in your commands, and it runs it. You see what it returns right there on the screen. So I was kind of using that here and there during my debugging to try and figure out what the heck's going on. And one thing I started doing was setting up a practice method, literally called practice. So practice, and so I would just set up like a bit, like I'd write my little iteration, and then print out the output of that, just to and then ran the method to kind of see what data that iterator outputting, and I kind of work through nested arrays and hashes that way, and it it's a bit clunky, because it just dumps it pretty much. So, during when I was having trouble with one of my labs, and I did this was a separate screen share than what I talked about earlier. She did it, we did a screen share, and she walked me through PRY, which what it does is when you run a test, it stops the code, so you can kind of enter in like a variable and see what that variable returns, and what it only does the output for that particular test, and so it's a lot. It's a lot cleaner. You get you get just the necessary. It's a much cleaner output, and you don't just get this whole screen dump. so that really sped up the debugging process, and I could figure out what the heck was going on inside this method. And last section, what am I looking forward to? I'm looking to finishing up the labs, because I am enjoying the process of debugging, and I am liking the feedback that I get from granted, I've only done screen share like twice, and I am liking the, like, on the first one, she's like, wow, this is nice, and this is clean, and they all they've made similar comments along that line, that it's very straightforward. They can tell what each piece is doing, and it's very, there's not much, it's, as I said, it's clean code. So later on, I'll learn kind of the intricacies of exactly what that means, but there's no confusion on their part as far as what it's doing, and so that's definitely promising. So yeah, that's what I got this week. So I do thank you for watching, and if you want to stay up to date, please like and subscribe, and feel free to check out the rest of this series. And if you do have any comments or questions, please post them below, and I'll see you in the next chapter.